it'd be beneficial for you to have a life coach, because a life coach, it's more on like a hand holding sort of thing. Hey, what exercises can we try this week? Like actively trying to do things to get to where you want to be. A therapist is more like, okay, let's uncover this. What's the root of this issue? Let's be aware of what's happening, sort of thing. And then they come to me and it's like, well, I'm dealing with this. This is the root of it. It's like, okay, let's take action items and get after it and see what we can do. I hope that makes sense. I can pull cards today if you guys are feeling called. I try to not do it on a live because I do realize that there's a lot more negative comments when I pull cards, because they're like, oh, that's a thing of the devil, and then I start getting a lot of hate, and so I don't want to have to do that. But I do love it. I love pulling cards, and especially the other day I pull cards for myself when I feel called to, and it always resonates so well, and it's always so needed, and yeah, it's great. But I feel like I need to fix my hair. I'm gonna go work at a coffee shop today again. Yesterday but I feel like, I need to cut my bangs again, or like trim them, because if I put them like this, I think it's too long. But I don't know if I should just grow them out again. Cards no, I don't do tarot. I only do oracle cards, so it's a little bit different. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Gosh, it is noon. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta fix my hair and stuff, because this is something else. Dealing with crazy hair, but yeah, and when people say, sometimes if you DM me on my Instagram particularly, I don't always see them because I get a lot of them, and so I know sometimes people get a little bit angry that I don't answer, but I try my best. I'm dating a guy with kids and an ex, and I feel so depressed. So this guy's an ex that you got back together with. Is there a reason what made you go back to him? Do you guys share the kids? Like, is it your kid or is it his kids with somebody else? What's the situation there? What's the best way to contact you? Depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking just to see if you want a coaching session or anything like that, the link in my bio always works best. I don't have kids, he does. Okay. And what's causing you to feel that depression? Is it just the relationship with him? Because then that's, something to look at. I'm not saying that you're not going to have a hard time with a partner, right? It can't always be rainbows and butterflies. It can't always be perfect. But you have to look at it. Is it more bad times than good? Is there toxic tendencies in this relationship that's causing my vibration to feel low and therefore feel depressed? I feel like there's no space for me. He also lives 2 hours away too. Yeah, sometimes we try to make these relationships work because we love the person, and it's not as easy to walk away, right? It took me such a long time to finally walk away from my relationship, so it's not as simple as just walk away and put yourself first. It's a lot more complicated than that. But your inner self will start guiding you and saying, well, this is not right. You deserve better. You deserve healthier love. You deserve a relationship where you're not going to feel lonely, where you're not going to feel left out, where you're just going to feel whole. And so you have to be supported in a relationship because it's a partnership. And so if you're feeling anything other than that, it's time to maybe start, I don't know, walking away. You can start slowly, maybe just starting to journal about, what do you want your future to look like? And does that include how you're feeling right now? And so I think one of the other things that I do want to tell you is maybe this is your sign to walk away and put yourself first and develop that relationship with yourself, that self-love, that, that thing that you feel like you're lacking from someone else, you can provide for yourself for the time being, because human connections are so important, right? So, oh, my hair's so crazy. Human connections are needed. As humans, we need that connection with other people, but try to find that first within yourself and then reach out to friends and family. It doesn't always have to be from a romantic partner. He wants to come on weekends, but that means I'd have to spend the whole weekend with kids. Yeah, so it sounds like it's not something that you want, right? You maybe, it sounds like you just don't want to be with somebody who has kids. It's not in your cards. It's not something that you enjoy. So even though you do love him, is it realistic? Are you gonna always be miserable? So try to keep that and try not to drag it out for too long, because the more you stay, the more attached you get. It's time to put forth what you want to do and what's going to make you happiest. How do I let go? This is an interesting question because it can, how do you let go of, a relationship? What is it that you're trying to let go of? But I think one of my favorite things to picture when I'm having a really hard time with letting go of something, whether it be something physical, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, what have you, is when you pass on, you will take no one, no thing, absolutely nothing with you but yourself, but your soul, but all that you are. So why try to hold on to things when they're not going to come with you anyway? At the end of the day, when push comes to shove, when it's your last final day on earth, you're not going to take anything with you. And so why are you trying to hang on so tightly to something that won't be there forever? And you have to let go of attachment of people, because the more you give people that power, the more power they have to break you down. If you don't give that power to someone, they can't break you down. They can't hurt you, because you're giving that power to yourself instead. You can connect with another person, but you are first and foremost connecting with yourself and keeping that power to you. So I hope that helps. How did you become a life coach? I found out about this last year, 2021. In 2021, I started my certification process and program, and it was a lot of hard work because I had a full-time job, but I had to do the courses and the coaching hours, but it was something that I really loved to do because I knew I wanted to make this, start my business with it, because I wanted to make a difference in people's lives, because I wish I would have had a life coach when I was heartbroken and felt unworthy and just so at a loss. So I want to be that beacon for people who do reach out to me, and all my clients who I'm currently working with. I know I'm helping them, and that makes my heart warm, and it's making a difference. And it may not be a huge population, but it matters to them. Yeah, return that power to yourself. Think of it this way, right? Would you let somebody just come up and choke you and keep choking you and keep choking you, or pulling a rope at your throat or something, right? You wouldn't allow that. And let's say you have scissors in your hands and somebody's tugging you with this rope. Are you going to keep letting them pull to take that control over you when you have the scissors right in your hand where you can snip it and let go? And know that the power is always, always within you. It sounds so cheesy, but it's so unbelievably true. You're such a beauty. 2023 is going to be your year. I really have a good feeling about 2023. I have a lot of big plans that I want to do for me, as I've been taking a break from just completely not talking to anyone in terms of dating, not being like just completely making it about me and my own happiness and my self-discovery and continuing on that self-love growth. That's what I'm focused on for 2023, and that'll be my theme. I think I am going to take the full year to just do me and connect with family and connect with friends in a deeper level and myself. But I really want to give that 2023 that chance to just connect with non-romantic relationships. So I'm excited about it. My husband left me just because I made one mistake. How can I heal from that? Please advise me. Here's the thing. Do you want someone in your life? Do you think it's you lost someone who could give up on you so easily? It sounds like he's the one that ended up losing. So whenever you feel that heartbreak of, I can't believe this person would just throw me and discard me like that and would give up so easily, is that someone that's, terrible to lose? Do you want someone who would just give up on you just like that? Probably not. You want somebody who's going to be there for you, supporting you, holding your hand through the tough times. So in the end, he's the one that lost, not you. Don't you get lonely? No, because I'm still connecting with people. I'm still, getting love for my family and friends and that inner connection with myself. I'm not isolating and just completely, living somewhere in the wilderness alone. I am going on dates with friends in terms of just friendly hangouts with my girlfriends and spending time with family. They're pouring my cup into my cup, so that's enough for me at the moment. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Why do I like toxic relationships? To be honest, they make me feel like venom. Sometimes our subconscious is instantly attracted to toxic relationships because maybe that's what we saw in our childhood. Maybe it's stuff that we thought was normal, and we kind of crave that normal thing that we're used to, even though it's not normal. And so it takes hard work to start breaking that down and realizing my brain is attracted to it, but it's not good for me. It's just used to it. So retraining your brain to, okay, let's see what a healthy scenario would look like. Compare the two, see how it really should be, not what you're used to. And a lot of the times in toxic relationship, there's a lot of excitement because you don't know what you're going to get to next. So then you crave that kind of excitement as well, instead of just like a steady, healthy thing. People then confuse that as boring. How much time do you spend on social media? Well, it's my work. One, at my full-time job, I work at a social media marketing agency. I'm an account manager, and so I always have to be hands-on with everything for my clients, and I have to be doing research, I have to be posting, I have to be curating content, like all the stuff for multiple clients at the agency that I work for. And so I'm always on social media when it comes to that. And then for my own personal page, I'm filming videos, I'm posting, but I'm never really just scrolling mindlessly for myself. It's either I'm posting stuff on here or being on TikTok Live or Instagram Live, posting on Instagram, or doing work research for my clients. But I like to disconnect because I use it so much because I have to. So I read a lot, and so I never check my phone at night before I go to bed. I always just read. How can you be strong and not break down? It's good to break down. It's not always good to be strong. We as humans feel like we have to be resilient and we don't have to show our emotions, and we have to just push and, not let life get us down. But that's not realistic. And you do a lot of growing and you gain a lot of wisdom when you do break down, when you allow to lay on the floor and cry and feel weak. Weakness is, feeling weak is not a weakness. It's a realization of something hurt me and I'm going to recognize it and I'm going to sit with it and I'm going to heal it. Does height matter in a guy? I don't think it does, but I personally, I would rather not date someone who's shorter than me. But if it came to somebody that I found that I really connected with and he happened to be shorter than me or my height or anything like that, I wouldn't just be like, oh, I had this wonderful connection with you and I really like you and we connect really well and we have great chemistry, but you're not that tall. Bye. No, I wouldn't do that. I am 5'7". I'm 5'7", but usually with shoes I can reach 5'8", and with some boots I can be even 6 foot. Because I have really these tall boots, like winter boots, and I can be like 6 foot in those. So it ranges depending also on what shoes I am wearing. Yeah. How do I tell my life coach I caught feelings for her? I wouldn't, because I always, it's one of the things that I learned through my coaching certification. You cannot have any romantic relationship between the life coach and your client. It is completely not okay. And if you get to that point, then you have to stop coaching the person. So I always have my clients, I'm very clear about it. This is strictly a life coach and client relationship, and that's the way it has to be. What is the most stupid question you've had this year? I don't think any questions are stupid. Sorry, I got a text message in them. Okay. Yeah, no, there's a fine line. Just like you wouldn't date your therapist, it's the same thing. How old are you? I am 27, about to be 28. Oof, that's a scary thought. It's a scary, scary thought. Yeah, I'm not going to be, listen, I appreciate comments that, oh, you're so beautiful and all these like dating comments, but I'm not here to, I'm here to give advice. I'm here to chat with you all and about what really matters. Yeah, I am. My mom has always said to me that I am the most non-judgmental person. I will never judge somebody. I just won't. It's not me. I know when my friends do questionable things, or I never judge them. We all do the best we all do the best with what we know at the time, and we're always learning and we're always growing. So I will never ever judge another person, because you also don't know their situation. You don't know what battles they're, facing in their head and their hearts and their soul and their you don't know where they come from. It's just so many things that one person can't possibly judge you based on one interaction, or even if you've known them for a while, you still don't know all that they're dealing with deep in here. What's your ethnicity? I mean, I have a lot in me. Like, are you saying where I was born? I mean, because I did my ancestry DNA test and I have quite a few countries in me, or like ethnicities. So I don't know if that's what you meant. Yeah. Wait. Look at my hair now, it got crazier. I think that's my my neighbors. It's not mine. Okay. If marriage was no longer a legal contract, would you still want to get married someday? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if marriage is something that I want. I don't know if kids is something that I want. But I'm in no way feel pressured to get married or have kids. I think it's a social construct that has been like tattooed on our brains that that's the way life has to be. But a person's purpose can be beyond just getting married and starting a family. And I feel like my purpose is not that, but who knows? But for now, I'm not looking to get married right now, obviously. I'm not even looking to date. And so, yeah. Any advice on how to flirt with a girl who is shy? Well, no. I mean, just go up to her and talk to her. I don't know, when people say give flirting advice, it's just go talk to the person, go try to get to know them. Oftentimes, like, there's no right or wrong way to do things. Everybody's so different. So just be yourself, honestly. And if you want to get to know her, just go up and get to know her. She's just another human being. She probably loves to talk to. I mean, when people are shy, they're just afraid to make that first move. So if you don't have a family of your own, what are your plans for the future besides career? There's so many things. I hate that people think that there's only, that I will have probably nieces and nephews. I will still have my friends. I will have travel. I will want to explore the world. I want to connect with other souls. It's not just about career, but it's just about living your life the way you want it. I would travel so much, and I am going to start traveling a lot in 2023. That's the plan. And so, yeah, just exploring the world is what I want to do. And not that having kids is bad at all. I might change my mind one day, but I know for now that is not something that I currently want. I'm self-aware that that's not something I want, so I don't put myself in the position to ever get to that point right now. So, and I hate that, they always, whenever I share that, they're like, oh, you'll meet the one and don't worry. And it's like, I'm not saying that because I don't have anybody right now. I'm saying that because that's honestly like where I'm at in life right now. It doesn't matter if I was dating someone, I still would say, I don't know if I want to have kids. You know what I mean? So people sometimes just don't like when you say, I don't know if I want to get married. I don't know if I want to have kids, because it's just so normalized in our society. But who put that rule? I don't know. And maybe I would adopt one day. Maybe I would want to just be a foster care mom. All these foster kids get into these horrible situations and horrible homes because people just get into that for the money. And then they're further abused in these homes. And so maybe part of my purpose is to be a foster mom, to provide a safe space for these kids in the meantime. I think that would be amazing. And maybe that is in the cards for me. I don't know. But I don't think I would feel lonely. You can connect with so many humans. It doesn't always have to be romantic. So, but yeah, I think I've thought about being a foster mom. And so, maybe that's in the cards for me. I would want to provide a future for kids, right? Kind of like hope that the world isn't so dark, and if one person shows them love, it can make a huge difference. And especially with kids who legitimately have never known love in their lives. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. But there's just so many kids in the system, and nobody pays attention to them. And then you wonder why you have all these mass shootings, violence, young kids getting into drugs, and it's horrible. So I would want to do something about that too, maybe. Anyway. How long have you been a life coach? I would say for about like a year now. So freshly starting, but I'm loving it. Yeah, I just almost started crying on a live. Sorry. It's just, I think about that too much, and it's horrible how so many young people are just so forgotten. How do you become a life coach? Well, I did a certification through the Dharma Coaching Institute. So I just found that program through a podcast I listened to, and from then on, I just, discovered that. So yeah. You have an amazing heart. Thank you, Sarah. It's very sweet of you to say. I think honestly, all humans have amazing hearts, but some, kind of like the Grinch, have gotten smaller through bad experiences in their lives that they don't see the light, but we all have big hearts and kind ones. We just have to, defrost it sometimes. Are you part German? No. No, I don't have German in me at all, I don't think. I do want to go to Germany though. Are you Christian? No, I'm not Christian. I'm spiritual. I don't really follow any sort of religion. So I'm spiritual. Do you play Apex? I don't know what that is. What do you do for fun? Walking. I love to walk. I love to go out on walks and spend time in nature. That's one of my favorite things. That's one of the things that really charges my spirit up and puts me in a high vibration. I love it. And then I also love to read. And I also love to spend time family with friends, whether that be watching movies, playing board games, going out to eat, just connecting with my loved ones and just genuinely spending time with them is the best thing ever. And of course, my page. I love to do that for fun. I love to put out videos, and anytime I read something inspiring, I translate it over to my page and talk about it. So I love that. Yeah, those are the things I love to do. I loved your video that says, for your peace of mind, don't try to understand everything. Yeah. Isn't that hard hitting? I think a lot of the times we always try to understand, and sometimes we're just not meant to. Sometimes we're meant to just let it be and move on and continue to heal, because even when we find answers, it doesn't always help us. I know that when my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, I always wanted to find out why, but why? Like, I couldn't understand, because he said he'd regretted it, but I just wanted to understand, but why? Like, how could he do that? And it just brought a lot more pain, me being stuck in that and trying to understand why sometimes we're just not meant to. And I was meant to walk away and just move on. What do you recommend doing to make new friends, especially as an adult? It's so hard. Yes, it is so hard, but take it from experience. So I moved to this city without knowing a soul. Absolutely no one, no family, no friends. Everybody was like 14 hours away from me. So I was completely alone in the city. And two, I work from home. I work remotely, so I am always at home. I don't have like an office that I get to go to, a part-time job that I get to go to. I'm completely at home always. So I told myself I have to get myself out there. And the way I did that was finding out different clubs. I found these like Boss Babes workshop that I went to, and I met an amazing girl there who now we're really close friends. Another one was I used Bumble BFF. Like, we have technology now when we didn't used to have these things. So use Bumble BFF. I connected with so many girls. And then once you start making small connections, then they might introduce you to other people. And then you start branching out and really getting to know people. And it's worked really well for me. And like a running club, if you love running, just try to find also clubs that you enjoy and love to do, because then you find like-minded people. A book club if you love to read. So I hope that helps. What is the last book you read? Well, I'm currently reading How to Be an Adult in Relationships, and it's an amazing book. I'm still not finished with it, but I am going to recommend it to everybody. What do I do if I manifested my, I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay. What do I do if I manifested my dream boyfriend and looked like it, but he said he feels I'm not the one? That's tough. It's that unrequited love, right? But be thankful for one. I want to get you to see this perspective. Sometimes the ones that we're meant to be with is just for a short time, and it's the universe showing you how capable you are of manifesting, of creating the life you want. And although it's not the end result that you wanted, you got to experience that. I don't know how long it was for, that time, that love, and you felt it in your soul. You felt good because you loved him. You found someone you liked. But then sometimes that journey just ends, and you gotta think that the universe just showed you a little snippet of what it will be like even more better with the real one. It's just people that come into our lives, and maybe he was the one for that short time. Life is full of experiences, and life is so short. So embrace the moments that you had with him. You can't force anything or anyone, but better things are always coming. Just know that. Better things are coming. You have to assume that, and the universe will continue to deliver. I hope that helped, Gabriella. Hang in there, girl, though. You'll be okay. Any tips on playing the man-made game of life while staying true to myself spiritually? That's a tough one, right? Because we get so caught up with having the right job title. We get so caught up with just making the most money and, materialistic things. But one thing I want to say, it is okay to have goals. It is okay to want to make money. It is okay to want to be successful. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be okay with not being attached to any job title, materialistic thing. If you get to a point where you feel like if all of that was taken away from you, right? Like it completely just disappeared, that you would still be okay because you have filled your spirit up with the right things, with the right relationships, with the right hobbies, stuff that people can't take away from you. Experiences, that's what truly matters. You're more than welcome to be successful and try to make money. People paint money as bad. It's not. But it's not being attached to it that matters. I hope that helped, Chris. I'm an introvert. I'm really okay with being myself and not hanging out. Can this be detrimental? Yes and no. I feel like maybe you just haven't found the right people. I used to think that I was an introvert. And then I found the right people, and I found myself always wanting to spend time with those people. And so maybe you haven't found your crew. Maybe you haven't found your soul tribe. And maybe that's why you feel like you just want to be alone, because you haven't found the right people that allow you to feel that freedom to just be yourself in that safe space. It's just that I feel betrayed by the universe. I can't see something. Yeah, it's hard. But here's the thing. Your vision is just right here, right? This is all you can see. And then the universe is up here, and it has everything played out. It knows what's good for you. It knows what's on your way. And it's probably really frustrated at you right now saying, gosh, I have so many amazing things coming at you. Please believe in me. There's so many great things coming. And you're just in this dark hallway that's a little bit long, but then it's going to go out into this glass, beautiful building full of sunlight. But you can't see that yet. But the universe is up here, bird's eye view, right? Looking at it, it's like, girl, you're almost there. Continue walking, trust in me. That's the way I like to view it sometimes. Just keep thinking of that. It's a dark hallway right now, but I'm soon going to come out into a sunroom. And then you might hit another hallway, but that's part of life. And the universe is always going to be there. Maybe it doesn't seem like it right now, but it will be. Thank you for that answer. I appreciate you. You're welcome. So I hope that helped you, Gabriella. Just think of it like that. Thank you all. Does anybody else have anything else? I'm gonna hop off if nobody else has anything. It's always so nice to spend my lives with you and just talking with you all. Do you study to become a coach? Yes. I did for 6 months, but the workload is heavy. You have to put in the work to learn, and yeah. You're welcome, Gabriella. You got this, girl. You'll be all right. Sending love your way, sending positive energy your way. How to gain more confidence? I think the easiest way to gain confidence is knowing that the universe is so big and the little things don't matter. If you're having just, I don't feel like I look good in this outfit, who cares? At the end of the day, who cares, right? You're just there to live life. You're a human trying to have a human experience. It's not that serious. So when you think about it like that, nothing is really that serious. You feel free. You don't feel worried about the fears in your head, the limiting beliefs in your head. You feel confident. You feel free. That's all there is to it. And when you get yourself in that frequency, right away people instantly are attracted to you, right? And then you feel more powerful. You feel just more at ease. You feel lighter. That's the best way to come at things. Nothing is that serious. You're only here for a short time. But anyway, I have to go as well. I'm going to go on a walk, and I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, some work. I have a lot of work to do. But it was so nice to spend my life with you all. I'm going to try to do these more often because I got added to the live program, which requires me to be going live more often. So you guys might see me pop on here a lot more. So I love you all. Thanks for always being so sweet. I enjoy talking with you, listening to you guys, all the things that you're dealing with. We're all in this together, So I hope everybody has an amazing Sunday. And if you guys don't work tomorrow, enjoy your day off. Just enjoy it. Do whatever makes your heart feel free and happy, and go out into nature. It's very healing. That's a reminder I want to give you all. Bye.